All right, so the Bulls beat the Bucks 114-110. And when I was watching the game, I was actually honestly really, really impressed and had the feeling and the notion that the Bulls would come out with intensity and try and steal the game. They came out hot. They started off fast, led for most of the game. The Bucks cut it close down the stretch, but down the stretch of the game, the Bulls were just a better team. I feel like one of the biggest things that, people forget, and rightfully so, is that I don't want to say right. I mean, you could take this either way you want. For the majority of the season, for the first half of the season, I feel like until like January or February, the Bulls were the top, if not the top team in the East, they were a top 3 team in the East until, Lonzo got hurt, Alex Caruso got hurt, and, they started missing guys in their rotation. The Bulls are one of the better defensive teams in the league. So, once the two of their best on-ball defenders went down with injuries, it was no secret that they were going to struggle and they were going to start dropping games, and that's exactly what happened. But they truthfully, they can score, they can defend, and they play disciplined basketball. I mean, it's no secret that that's the DNA and the makeup of their team. It starts off with their head coach, and it leads down to the players that they have. They have hard-nosed, tough players. DeMar Derozan, we know what he is. He's a perennial all-star. Zach LaVine made the all-star game as well. Nikola Vucevic is one of the better centers in the NBA. They have, when they were healthy, they had two of, if not some of the best wing defenders in the NBA, and their bench is decent. You know what I mean? So they are good and a complete team. DeMar Derozan went off for 41 points. He went from 6 of 25 from game 1 to 16 of 31 in game 2. He literally put the team on his back, poured in 41 fucking points. Hit the dagger shot in the end over Giannis to seal the win. And another person that I want to give immense credit to is Alex Caruso. Man, being a Laker fan and watching the Bulls do what they did yesterday just really hurt my soul. It really hurt my soul because I'm like, damn, Alex Caruso should have been wearing a purple and gold jersey. DeMar Derozan should have been wearing a purple and gold jersey. Those two players should have been on the Lakers. And if you ask me, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people who work for the Lakers just looking like, why the fuck didn't we re-sign this dude? I know there's people just looking like, why the fuck didn't we re-sign this dude? It just makes no fucking sense. Truthfully, it makes no fucking sense that we let this dude walk away and he's doing what he's doing, contributing to winning basketball on the Chicago Bulls. He does, he's not the best player in the world and he's not the most flashy. He doesn't average 25 points per game or anything like that. I don't even think he would do that if he was a starting point guard. But what he does is he plays infectious, hard-nosed basketball, and everything that Alex Caruso does in the minutes that he logs on the court contributes to winning. He's going to play defense. He's going to get in the passing lanes. He's going to strap up. He's going to run the fast breaks. He's going to get offensive rebounds that he dishes to DeMar Derozan for the game-sealing shot. That's what the fuck he does, man. That's what he does, okay? So with that being said, it's just like, man, it's really frustrating and really disappointing, but I mean, Caruso does what he does. Timely passes, hustles for extra possessions, great defense. Nikola Vucevic had 24 points. Zach LaVine had 20 points. And the main story and the biggest storyline of the game is the fact that Khris Middleton went out with a sprained MCL. So I definitely feel like the Bucks can still win the series even if he doesn't play because truthfully they have the best player in the NBA and the best player on the court every time they step on the court. But also not only is his health in question, also Bobby Portis might be out for miss some games because from what I remember he got hit in the face with an elbow or something like that, and that might affect his availability later on in the series. But without Khris Middleton, the series is up for grabs for Chicago. The series is up for grabs for Chicago. And my thing now at this point is I don't really want to hear anyone say anything about injuries anymore. Like when it comes to the playoffs, I don't want anyone to say anything about injuries. Nobody wants to hear me say anything about, if the Lakers had Anthony Davis, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck, okay? Definitely don't like injuries. And we wish injuries were not a part of the game, but unfortunately it is. And the name of the playoffs is, who. Truthfully, with winning an NBA championship, there's so many things that have to go your way for you to be able to do that. You have to be lucky. You have to be healthy. You have to be lucky. You have to be good. You have to be lucky, and you have to be healthy. Simple. There's multiple teams that can win the championship every single year, but you have to be. But along the way, you have to stay healthy. You have to get lucky bounces, and you have to actually be a good team. Like there's some of the there's healthy teams all over the league. Some of them fucking suck. So I mean, it is what it is. Giannis, another dominant fucking performance, over 30 points. Like Giannis is gonna do what Giannis does, and truthfully, I feel like the Bucks can hang their hat on the fact that they still almost could have won the game, but unfortunately they didn't. I mean, I can see the Bucks coming out and winning Game 3. I can see the Bulls coming out and winning Game 3. This series just got so much more interesting now that Khris Middleton is out, because Khris Middleton was one of the primary defenders on DeMar Derozan. So now it just looks like DeMar Derozan has a free range to cook and chef and cook and chef and cook, and this series just got so much more interesting. I can't wait for Game 3.